A developing story out of Fort Lauderdale, this one involving a former aide to President Trump.
Lots of police activity at the home of Brad Parscale, who once worked for the president. Local 10's Christian De La Rosa has those details.
As witnesses in this upscale community are describing quite the scene here, police walking with long guns up and down the street here as this Trump campaign official, police say, was trying to take his life. Local 10 News cameras rolling on Fort Lauderdale police called to this home on the 23rd under block of the Soda Drive Sunday afternoon by a woman saying her husband was armed, had access to multiple firearms, and was threatening to kill himself. Officers, forced to shut down traffic in the area, managed to make contact with the man police identified as 44-year-old Brad Parscale, and who sources say works for President Trump's re-election campaign.
The president, he's a fighter.
Records obtained by Local 10 News show the home police responded to belongs to Parscale, who helped lead Trump's digital campaign in 2016 and made national headlines in recent months after being demoted from his position as campaign manager to Trump's re-election campaign amid sinking summer poll numbers. And police have not confirmed if any shots were actually fired. They do tell us Parscale is now at the Broward Health Medical Center where he is Baker acted. We're in Fort Lauderdale. I'm Christian De La Rosa, Local 10 News.
And the Trump campaign releasing a statement tonight saying Brad Parscale is a member of our family and we all love him. We're ready to support him and his family in any way possible.
Now to a bombshell report about President Trump's taxes. He apparently did not pay any for several years.
And the information was obtained by the New York Times, and the president was asked about the report earlier this evening.
President Trump has refused for years to release his tax returns, and tonight he's facing new scrutiny over his finances while in office. The New York Times obtaining over 2 decades of tax return data for President Trump and his business organization, showing he paid just $750 in federal income taxes in 2016 and $750 more his first year in the White House. The president was asked about the report late Sunday.
Totally fake news. No, actually, I paid tax. And you'll see that as soon as my tax returns. It's under audit. They've been under audit for a long time.
He has bragged about not paying taxes.
I have legally used the tax laws to my benefit and to the benefit of my company, my investors, and my employees. I mean, honestly, I have brilliantly used those laws.
And defying the decades-long tradition for presidential candidates to be transparent about their records. According to the Times, the president has paid no income taxes at all in 10 of the last 15 years. And the self-proclaimed millionaire is hemorrhaging cash, according to the report. Revenue from The Apprentice is running out, and foreign officials paid top dollar at Trump properties like his Mar-a-Lago resort and Washington hotel. Transactions that could be seen as conflicts of interest, as the president did not divest from those businesses when taking office. They report profits at Mar-a-Lago rose after Trump announced his candidacy. The president bringing in $6 million in initiation fees for the exclusive club in 2016.
You have to understand that when Americans read that you may have paid only a few $100s in federal income tax per year, that seems very low for someone who's a billionaire.
It'll all be revealed. It's going to come out. But after the auditors, they're doing their assessment. We've been negotiating for a long time.
And the Trump organization told the Times that most, if not all, of the report appears inaccurate.
And this is another live look out of Sky 10 from our Pots and Pans cam, of course, as the celebration continues of tonight's big win. The Heat going on to the NBA Finals. We're going to have much more on their win later on tonight. Oh, gosh. Miami fashion.
Welcome back, everyone. The celebrations continuing across South Florida. This is our crowd cam, aka Sky 10 there in West Miami-Dade. This is 87th Avenue and Bird Road. People there with those pots and pans, the heat gear. People in those vehicles honking their horns. Take a look at them, just having the time of their lives, celebrating this unexpected, pleasant surprise, Laren.
Hey, not unexpected. This is a good team.
Yes.
Making some good plays, doing a good job on the court, headed to the finals to do another good job. And guess what? It's not going to happen. Any rain on these evening parades, Sir Lucas. Hopefully that will not be the case tomorrow either.
I think tomorrow
Maybe
we're going to have
I
a few
spoke
storms.
too soon.
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah, a little bit. So here's the deal. In fact, that's my first headline. Tomorrow afternoon, some storms will probably be around, more than today, most likely. It's a hot start to the week, but cold front. Those are two words that we like this time of year. It approaches as we get to the middle part of the week. Wednesday is the day where it at least is going to make its passage over the top of us. So some good news there in this forecast. 81 degrees, it's warm. It's muggy out there tonight on this calm night. Feels like near 90 still, 88 degrees. Just that air is thick, isn't it? So we look at radar tonight. Not much happening over land areas. If you hunt them out, you'll find a little speck here or there. Look at this one. That's in the north side of Broward around Pompano Beach or so. Really isolated little stuff there. But we do have some pockets out over the Atlantic. These may come ashore from time to time, but no big deal for tonight or really even tomorrow morning, though you may find a little cluster here or there. Rain chance pretty limited at about 30%. We'll just say a pocket here or there. But I'll call this zone number 1. That's not going to be all that widespread, but look at this. I'll call this zone number 2 and watch as this marches east into the afternoon. And I tell you, if this runs into the sea breeze at the right time, say after 2-3 o'clock, which is what it's looking to do, it could flare up pretty good. So we'll say afternoon thunderstorms will increase. Still, it's not like everybody gets rain. We'll go 40% there. And I do still think that the greatest coverage is going to be over the Everglades, but we'll watch for some storms tomorrow afternoon, and they may linger on into the evening. So again, 40% there on Monday. Then we go to Tuesday. I'll knock the rain chance down a little bit. It looks like we get some drier air, but then we see this front approach. It's now in the state, but well to our north, and look at the rain that's along it. That moves in by the time we get to Wednesday. So Wednesday's chances come right back up to 50%. That's going to be for kind of a brief stretch in the afternoon, but when they come, they should be fairly widespread. Now, what we really want to know is this going to do anything to our temperatures? And I look at these early season fronts with a wary eye because they can stall on you. But every computer simulation has them passing by. So I'm forecasting that we go from the hot 90s over the next 3 days and shave 6 degrees off by Thursday. Thursday is really when you feel it, and we'll throw some lower humidity in as well. I'm keeping this potential on the table that it could stall still, so stay tuned to the forecast, but I don't see a reason right now why it shouldn't cool down a little bit late this week. 78 tonight, mild and muggy with a few pockets of some rain tomorrow, 90. We'll keep an eye for those afternoon thunderstorms. Little change in temperatures over the next 3 days, coming in hot, and then we roll it into Thursday, Friday, looking a whole lot better. Rain still possible. We'll take that with some mid-80s. It looks good.
Indeed, sir. Thank you much. In the meantime, homicide detectives are still working to find out what exactly led up to a deadly shooting in a Walmart in southwest Miami-Dade. Police say a man was shot dead at the store on Coral Way in the Westchester area yesterday morning, and detectives believe he was shot by another customer after some sort of argument escalated. Witnesses say the shooting may have started over COVID-19 guidelines.
There's a possibility that it was about distancing.
It's scary because we're tense already as it is. We need to try to get along.
The alleged gunman stayed at the scene for police to arrive and was taken into custody. We're still waiting for the name of the victim as well as that shooter.
And we want to give you another live look at all of the celebrations happening across South Florida. Miami Heat in